If I'm using GarageBand, how do I get the guitar to sound like I'm strumming? If you've been around the channel for a while, you'd know that I of all the things I love about GarageBand, and there are many, one of the things I really don't love is the virtual guitar, because it has not changed since GarageBand 2.0, and all that they've added is a few different guitar sounds. So if you've never used a guitar before, if we come in here, you can see we've got the acoustic, you've got the classic clean, you've got the hard rock, you've got the retro wah, and you've got the roots rock. So for your acoustic guitar, you can get a strumming sound by literally just... But the hardest thing to get with a virtual guitar is a real strum pattern. Like say you were trying to... Because that's the problem. When you're actually strumming a real guitar, there's variation in there, and you can get the upwards and downward movement. Whereas here, when you go... That's like going from top to bottom, and that's from bottom to top, but... Like, short of just kind of strumming your finger like that, it is really difficult to do. Not impossible, but quite difficult. The autoplays are pretty good. So with autoplay, if we set autoplay 1 on here and tap with one finger, or if we tap it again and tap with 2 fingers, so you've actually got 4 different strumming patterns from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's just go to like a G. Just going to turn this up a little bit so we can hear the guitar a little better. Come back to our guitar. So if we just tap, say, a G. Nice, yeah? Or if we tap with 2 fingers, you can get some nice sounds in there. And if we tap with 3, and again, you've got sort of... The strums tend to be more finger picky style, but then when you choose, say, like the go to the hard rock guitar, you're going to get a different kind of strumming style. So that's probably the key to this, is to try some of the different styles. To manually program in strumming on a virtual guitar, I find really difficult. The other thing you can do is go to your loops. So there's a couple of ways. You can use your guitar loops that you have here within Apple Loops. So if we come in here and we search guitar, there's a few guitars, not a heap, but there's a few guitars. You can go with like this one. Yoo-hoo! All right, come on. So that one's pretty cool. There's the Better Together chords that sound quite nice. A little more of a process guitar. And you've got some more lo-fi kind of guitar sounds. You've got some disco funk. And this one that's used way too often, the down with it funk guitar. You would have heard that in songs before. So that's another way to go. The other option you have is to not only just limit yourself to GarageBand, but to use something like freesound.org. Now, freesound.org is only one place, but it's a pretty good place where you can actually get some royalty-free samples. So if you just go to freesound.org here, I just need to log myself in. So once you've logged in, it's free to join. Once you've logged in here, you can... I need one of those t-shirts. I say that every time. I need to get a Freesound t-shirt. You could just go say... guitar strum in your search box here, and you can actually find yourself. So Crowded House-ish remix. So this sounds interesting. Let's take a listen to this and see what this sample sounds like. Just skip further. Pretty cool, yeah? So you can play around with that, and you can see over here, this work is licensed under the non-commercial license for Creative Commons, which means you can use it as long as you're not using it in a commercial release. Now, if you want to make sure that the sounds that you find can be used, you need to actually come down here to the... Where is the search box? There's a way to... I haven't done this in a really long time, but there's a way to filter it when you've searched. Maybe we just need to do this. Let's just go guitar strum again. Yeah, here it is. So attribution, you want Creative Commons 0 if you want to make sure that you can use it for free in everything you do. Because if you've got attribution or if you've got non-commercial, it means you have to go to the effort of like attributing it to the original artist, or if it's non-commercial, you can't use that sample if you're going to say release it with DistroKid. But with some of these, oh, that's a very short strum, but yeah, so strummed electric guitar. Pretty cool. So yeah, so you can use some of those free sounds in your tracks and give yourself some cool variety over there.